Welcome to episode 121.
Wow.
This is the start of the one that was after 120.
Recording some.
You're just some math idiot. We're supposed to do an intro to the second episode because
That's what I just did.
no, you just
He
did
knows.
math.
He knows music. He doesn't know how to bring it in.
People can count already.
121.
It
Yeah.
also says it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Phil,
I know. And thanks. You know what I think the problem was with tonight is we probably all just watched the Tom Brady roast.
Oh, I did.
Maybe.
Actually, the whole
I didn't
thing.
watch it.
I
didn't watch
You
it.
should.
I watched the whole thing. It was freaking hilarious.
It was horrible.
Wait. What was horrible about it?
Well,
Roasts are just uncomfortable, I think.
It's anytime somebody is getting paid, I think $32 million.
To get
48
roasted?
million.
Wait, who?
Tom
Was
Brady
it
did. Anytime
Holy
you're getting
hell.
that kind of money, they should have popped up a picture of somebody burning his house down.
Yeah.
Like
Or with his finger up there at.
Jeff Scott.
Did you guys watch
When
the
is
roast?
your wife coming back? You
Well,
might need.
where I think it went, what I think it went too far was at the beginning with
At the very beginning.
what?
Straight out the gate.
Credits. I loved it. You didn't love it?
Who's the host?
Loved what?
Who?
Oh, we're talking about the roast.
Oh, yeah.
Who was
The podcast.
I did. I thought
Amber
we were
wasn't
talking
even
about
upstairs.
and
She's
the
like, I don't
beginning of the
feel safe.
podcast? It was horrible. It would have made
Hashtag
you
me too.
uncomfortable. But good thing Jeff's gonna edit it out.
Probably not.
Why uncomfortable?
It was just poorly tasted and timed joke. It didn't land. It wasn't funny.
The roasts or
But
the
it-
podcast?
But
Yeah,
if
the- But the roast. So with the roast, who's that guy? What's his name that always hangs out with The Rock?
He's the
That
little
hosted
rock.
it.
Kevin Hart.
Oh, Kevin
Rock.
Hart.
Kevin Hart hosted, and he was throwing some good bombs at him, but then he was like, yeah, and then you got divorced because you were like, F your kids. And he's like,
Yeah.
F those kids. And everyone
Yeah.
was like, oh.
Yeah,
It was
see,
like
that
that.
was your line?
No. It's the job.
No. That was his
Listen.
line.
No.
in the-
No, I'm not saying that was his joke. I'm saying that was your proverbial line of like, that's too far.
Yeah, there's a
kids?
few others that went a little
The
further than
kids
that.
are the
Like
issue?
what?
Oh, like him, like a Kronk
Every
describing.
joke about his wife banging the
Well, that's
yoga.
your wife. And that was funny. And he was laughing. But your kids is like, leave the kids out of it.
You're on
He
a
wasn't
roast.
laughing.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
40
poor
million.
taste.
I think the
40
worst. I think the worst one was.
This is why you're not a stand-up comedian for these things. It's just
Tell me if this is right. The most uncomfortable I got on the whole thing was him describing Tom Brady's cock from Florida all the way up to Boston, and certain people in Boston were still servicing his penis.
Oh, yeah.
That was the best way I could put it.
That was like, that's like potty humor. I don't know.
I don't know.
Potty humor.
I know what you're saying, but here's the thing: is that it's his job to take it too far right at the beginning, so
Yeah.
that it kind of gets everyone in this mood of like,
Set the
okay,
precedent.
this is going to
Yeah.
be a problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, we can-
uncomfortable.
we need to play the hate game with you. You're getting soft.
I know. I'm still tough. It just wasn't funny. I don't know. I'm all for the hate game, which is pretty much they just copied what we did, right?
You're supposed to go as far as possible, and what can dig the most. What is
This
the
sounds
purpose of a
horrible.
roast?
Well,
yes,
no-
it's called a
Why?
roast.
No, but
It's
see,
not called the freaking
see, I
best guy ever
I
award.
disagree
The love
because
game.
Right.
a good roast
Let's play that
has to have some truth to it. It should sting a little bit. But when you're just saying you said F your kids or whatever, like there wasn't any truth
There
to that.
was truth to it. He said that football was more important than your wife and kids, and he chose football over his wife and
No,
kids.
because she cheated on him.
No.
That's why they get split up. That was what the whole
Well,
roast is like. Don't hire a
She
karate
probably
teacher.
cheated on him because he chose football.
Maybe.
Yes.
That's
she
probably
said
true.
you play one more year in the NFL and we're done.
Oh,
and he
then
did.
And so
and then
And
she
he
banged the
chose-
karate guy.
Okay.
Yes.
So the joke is, I mean,
It's in poor taste.
He chose.
But
no,
that's a roast.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of
I thought
funny.
she said,
That's
if
great.
you do one more year of NFL, I'm taking karate.
No, I'm taking karate inside of me and didn't know that karate was a guy.
No, some of them are good. I don't know. I just remember like thinking he pushed that one too hard. Nobody's laughing.
It was,
It was-
so
No
uncomfortable.
Yeah,
one was
You're right.
laughing.
Yeah. Oh
No,
yeah. It was
no.
just like, ugh.
People were laughing. And
Okay.
it's out the gate. the very first has to set like the bar needs to be way the fuck out here.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise,
that's
people are
way
gonna.
everyone knows everything is fair game.
Yeah.
I gotta
It
say,
is his job to set the precedent.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, on Netflix, there's a show called The Roast of Tom Brady or something like that. If you don't know who Tom Brady is,
it's a type of pepper.
yeah, it's a type of pepper.
There you go, listener.
He was arguably
1
the
million
best,
Scoville
the greatest
units.
quarterback of all time.
They call him the GOAT, greatest of all time.
Yeah. Anyway, these roasts that they do, they were started by that guy. What's his name?
Steve.
The one they roast on the hardest. Anyway,
It's not Jeffrey or
Justin
Jeff
Bieber?
something.
Jeffrey Ross.
Jeffrey Ross.
He was one of the good ones.
No,
Well,
there's two
he's-
that impressed me the most.
I think he's the one that started the
Yeah.
roast.
The roast
though.
style.
Like they clear back. Donald Trump did one like before
Yeah.
he was ever political or anything. So
I thought the whole
Bieber
last
did one.
5 years.
Justin
was,
Bieber did one. His
Okay.
was good. Anyway, I bring that up. So in a nutshell, they put this person they're roasting up on the stand and they just humiliate roast them with the worst
Have you
jokes
never heard of a roast?
they can
He's
come up with.
explaining
I'm
to-
explaining
Yeah,
it.
he's
Someone like
to
my
the listener.
Yeah, exactly. I'm explaining it because I'm also explaining that they copied that idea from us as a group of friends, but we called it the hate game.
They used to do this like the New York Friars Club used to have like an annual roast or whatever.
Oh, did they?
And they still might.
1843.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know how this. I don't know how this
Really?
happened because we all grew up together. There were like 8 or 10 of us, and for some reason, one night we were all sitting in a circle, and someone came up with the idea
It was
to
at
play
my house, and there was a flashlight, and
Yeah.
the
How
rule
old
was
were you guys?
junior high,
Junior
high school.
high.
14, 15.
Yeah.
The rule was you couldn't talk unless you had the flashlight.
Yeah, but we called it the hate game, and we picked
Way
someone.
later we called it that.
Oh, and how do we do it? We didn't pick one person. It was just
No,
like
no,
somebody
we did.
picked someone else out,
No.
Open forum.
or was it the same person
It
the
was
whole
this-
time?
So we would sit in this 5 circle
Uh huh.
and it was your turn.
Yeah.
Amber would start. Jake would go. I would go. Phil would go.
Oh yeah.
And
Everyone
then it was
hated on.
Amber's turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Jake, me, and
Did
everyone
anyone
had
leave
to go.
crying, or
The
was
girls.
this just like
You did.
we never played this game?
No, you said I'm not playing. I'm leaving, and you took Crystal with you.
Oh.
My memory's real good.
You're
bunch
smart.
of times.
You're smart to have gotten out of there.
But
that
it was
sounds like
done-
me, actually.
It was
I
like
know I remember
No, what
playing at
happened is
Rhiannon's
we
house.
said
That
the
was a good
girls
one.
can play.
You
It's no
did.
problem. And it was probably either you or Krista were like, I hate that you're so cute. I'm like, fuck off. We don't need this. This is not how it's played.
I hate that you're so cute.
You're just like so fun when everyone's around you. You're so nice. We're like, okay.
This isn't how the game
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, but
Let's play it now. I'd be a lot better.
but the
Ideas for all of you.
But the funny thing about it was, like we've said on this show, we've all grown up together for years. We know each other probably better than anyone. We certainly know each other better than like these celebrities making jokes on TV. So you can just imagine how brutal and personal it
Oh,
got
man.
sometimes.
I bet.
I don't know about you guys. It's helped me in life where in
Yeah.
work or in like a relationship, people are like, let me tell you about you. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh no, I know that. I've
Yeah.
electively been a piece of shit. I've known that for a while.
I have 9 really good friends that told me that 10 years ago.
Yeah, it legit.
I already had my therapy.
Yeah.
It legitimately is like probably one of the best therapies I've had in my life. Like it's
It's
gotta
just,
be.
Yeah, brutal honesty.
Yeah, well, and from the people you love, it kind of
Certainly.
kind of like a intervention or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, we're all gonna make fun of the worst thing about you, and it's just like afterward, I don't know. I loved you guys.
We have an agreement like
You
with
guys
our
all
big friends
hugged.
like Bill, Roy, Rob. Like if you're not
Yeah.
talking shit on me,
Yeah,
I'm about to feel real bad about myself
yeah.
because I know that you're being back.
You're
Hey
hiding
guys,
something.
he's having a hard time. Like don't, not today. Like no, give it to me.
Yeah,
So we invented roast. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. And
Okay.
we need to do an episode that is
We've
the
been
hate
saying this
game.
for years.
This
Yeah.
is like
I'll leave
Patreon
crying.
stuff
It's
right
fine.
here.
You can be the one where it's like, hold on, guys.
Hold on. You're all.
You're all
You
precious
said you'd be
angels.
better at it now.
I love
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
amazing you guys are.
Okay, we'll do it at the Tetons.
Yeah,
How
there you go.
amazing you are.
Anyway, I don't know why I brought that up or how we got onto that. West Valley's the worst.
That's
something
the
like
best
that.
valley.
It's the
Best valley.
The worst best.
No,
valley.
I don't know why I don't like West Valley.
People are doing gang things in West Valley, and then when you go out, it's so quiet and peaceful. In Provo, all you can hear is Mattress Springs being shaken by your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
But in Provo, they're so fake. Who you meet is not who they are.
Yeah, they
Some
probably come
people
up to
can
West
be.
Valley and do gangster shit.
Yeah,
right?
but I don't
Is that
care
well
about
executed?
people.
Gangster
Good delivery,
shit.
Jeff. Good delivery.
Said with a tie on sounds so much better.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Jeff's
I've
in
been
a shirt
working
and
on
tie
it.
today.
I've been working on
I
it.
feel the hate game coming on right now.
Don't you break these into 2 episodes? Can we just do it on the people who aren't here?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be
That's
good.
called that's called trash talking, not the hate game.
Yeah,
Listen, you
Oh,
know that
good
they
point.
still listen.
that's true. I rather do it right to their face. That's the best.
That's right.
Like to see the awkwardness in
See
theirs
Tom.
and everyone else's face. Just like, did I go too far? I don't know.
We should make it. Here's how we step it up now.
Okay.
Your wives, girlfriends, boyfriends, and your children have to come.
Shit.
And your
No, not
No,
the kids.
we
Why?
leave the
My kids are too young. When they're when they're 30 plus, then I'll bring them here.
Or just at least have them submit answers
Yeah.
before.
There you go.
Yeah.
They get to play.
Actually,
Yeah, they can play.
in all honesty, my kids would just pile on.
Oh, yeah.
They would just be like, "This game's fun." Also, my dad does this.
He
Yeah.
falls over on my mom.
Yeah.
Give them a couple cookies, they'll start talking.
Anyway, you
Not my
remember when
kids.
we were arguing about how they were gonna get rid of that bridge that collapsed?
Oh, yeah.
In Baltimore?
Oh, yeah.
Well, none of us came up with the most obvious idea, which is what they did.
Sink it.
Sell it to
No.
They
China.
blew it up. They blew up the bridge that was over the. You should pull it up. I can't because I'm
Is
on
there a
Yeah.
video?
Yeah.
No, well, it's funny because I saw the article afterwards and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we were like
How
talking
did we-
about
yeah.
sharks or I don't know,
Blind welders. I
blind
believe
welders.
that's,
yeah,
Oh, that was my great
Yeah, that was
idea.
Jeff. Yeah,
Blind
that's
divers.
Jeff.
Blind underwater welders.
yeah. But just look up Baltimore Bridge demolition.
They blew it up under the water?
No, the
They're-
bridge on top of the boat because they were like, "How are we going to get the boat out from under the bridge?"
Uh-huh.
And they just blew up the bridge part on top of it, and it like,
Was that the part we were concerned about?
We
were
couldn't
trying to
figure out
figure
how they
out-
were going to clean it up.
yeah.
How are they going to get rid of the bridge and
We're-
move it out of the way?
I'm worried about the rest of the bridge.
Oh, well,
Hey, that's 100 feet of bridge.
yeah. Well, they got to get the boat out.
Where's
of the
the
way.
1.7 miles of bridge going?
Oh, I think that's staying there.
So
I-
they only
Oh,
blew
yeah,
up the
totally
So they
broken.
fine.
probably.
They blew up the broken section
Suddenly I feel like a
so they could get the boat out.
You know, I didn't even think about. I didn't even think about that. The bridge is a mile and a half long or whatever.
1.7.
Isn't there tons of like underpasses?
fuck did I just say?
Well, yeah, but then why were they like, this is closing the port then? Because the port was closed for that.
Because the whole thing
here it
was
is.
shut
Where
down.
the
The bridge was in the way.
Oh,
My theory is that was like the high spot where most of the big ships go.
Yeah, that was the part that ship was going through was the deepest part of the. I think it was.
Yeah. Phil,
okay.
once
100
the
something
bridge
feet deep.
falls,
Yeah.
the high spot is no longer a problem. It's the spot where it's in the
Well,
water.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. They got to get it out
Not
of the
just
way.
the high spot of the bridge, but the low spot of the bay, too.
Jeff,
the
you
deepest part
just
of the
admit
bay.
that you can't do it, and we'll just imagine it
I
happening.
don't know. I
I
don't know
see
what's
500
happening right now.
videos that he's skipping.
He can't play him though for some
Something
reason.
went wrong, and it just says Jeff's
admit.
driving.
Yeah, it says something went wrong.
Here we go.
Make it full screen.
I'm trying.
That would be so.
That
fun.
did almost nothing.
Yeah, it's funny because
They probably have to do multiple.
oh yeah, they're gonna
smaller
have to.
ones.
Oh god, it's just like banging.
Because
It's not one explosion.
Why
They do a
can't
bunch
I
of small
not make
ones.
it big?
They should just talk to the Arabs how to do it.
Okay. All we need is a couple 737s.
Anyway, the big piece of the overpass is still on the ship. You can see it right here, and I don't know why I can't make it any bigger, but
So my point exactly. You still can't drive a boat over it. It's not a hovercraft for trying to get over this thing.
I think
over
the
what?
plan is to break it into pieces and then they're
There you
able
go,
to
Jeff.
extract it.
Wow.
see, they just blew it
It
right
was
up.
like an explosion and then it
fell
fell in the
over.
water.
Oh, wow.
Is there
and
still a
that's the
bunch of
cargo
like
thing
people
on
on
there.
the boat waiting to go home?
They said they're going to remain. So they pulled a couple miles upstream and docked, and those people still have to be on the boat.
Yeah, they have to be there until they get into like their home dock.
Well, not just that. They said they have to stay there till they like investigate everything.
They
like,
really do.
Yeah.
Wow.
What does like DoorDash deliver to them? Or
I guess.
what?
I mean, they were probably about to take a
Boat Dash.
3-month journey,
Dash.
so they probably
Good
got
one, too.
plenty of food.
Doc Dash.
And they can probably crank open one of those containers full of wheat.
And find a bunch of immigrants in there. They're going to eat. What are
Yeah.
they going to get out of there?
It's pretty weird.
Some
Amber's so regretting
All the
showing
little-
up tonight.
All the little 9-year-old
Right.
kids. that
Pretty
traffic.
weird.
Oh my god! At 90 degrees, these are delicious. It just like slow bakes them.
The other white meat.
Oh my God.
horrible.
Baby.
Anyway,
Yeah,
they're
I
gonna-
gotta listen to this before we put it on the air.
Jeff needs to listen the whole way through. Right,
Yeah.
Jeff?
Why are only the commercials at 9,000 inches?
full screen HD commercials.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Tiny small.
That
Everything else thumbnail.
That play immediately.
So you're saying that we didn't say anything about blowing up the bridge?
I don't
to
think
get rid
so.
of
We
it?
didn't.
Yeah.
It was Blind Welder's Magneto.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
God, you're so good, Amber.
I still think
Thanks.
Magneto is the best solution.
Yeah.
It is.
You know,
Yes.
I just came up with another solution. Good. They blow it all up and they let it fall into the water. And then you just call those stupid YouTubers that do the magnet fishing and have them all pull them out.
Yeah.
Just have them pull them out like one by one, you know?
Yeah.
Another solution.
Right? See?
Yes.
Why do I have to solve the world problems?
Speaking of
That's why
Magneto,
the podcast is here.
we recently watched the first X-Men.
Yeah. Like the
Uh,
very first one that came out?
Yeah, it's on Netflix or something right now.
The one where Hugh Jackman is like 5 years old?
Yeah, and I forgot how good it was. It's actually really good. I think I forgot because the third one was so bad that I was like, X-Men movies are
It's
dumb.
on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
what
they
it
have
was
all
actually.
They have all the.
I think all
old
the X-Men are
on
on there, yeah.
So we watched all the X-Men chronologically, and it was great. But
Yeah.
Like, meaning
took you 7
chronologically,
years?
like the storyline chronologically, not the release date. Because they released like in the middle and then went back and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I've
good.
I've blocked out like the new generation of X-Men with what's his face from that other movie.
oh, Steve.
You know what I'm talking about?
From
Steve.
Split.
Like the first
Oh,
X-Men
Steve.
movies were good, and then they redid the cast, you know,
Steve.
and it was dumb.
With the younger
after that.
Magneto.
Why do you not understand X-Men movies? You're
'Cause I
looking
have
at me.
a hobby.
You're looking at me like you've never watched an X-Men movie.
I didn't realize there was 90 of them
Oh, I think they're just
There
because
are a
once they
lot.
got bad,
There's a
I
lot.
just stopped going.
There-
There's
a lot of
literally probably 15
It's like
or
Fast
16.
and Furious.
Oh, yeah.
Because you may not realize, but Deadpool is part of the X-Men series.
yeah,
And-
yeah.
Yeah, there's so many branches.
There's a ton.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's really just the first two, X-Men and X2, are the only important ones. Everything after that, just don't watch.
Did
You'll
you
be fine.
see First Class?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Great.
That new generation, I don't like it at all.
But huge
Jennifer-
Like Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence,
huge,
don't like any of
Jackman's
those.
in all of them though.
Yeah, they bring him back on. They're
As
even
long as
bringing him
Ryan-
back on the new Deadpool.
As long as Ryan Reynolds or Hugh Jackman's in them, then doesn't matter.
Yeah,
The rest of the
And
people
Jeff's
don't
in.
care.
Okay,
Amber's fucking so impatient right
Hey,
now.
We were so ready for you to
Wow.
say something.
Deflated.
Anyway,
I didn't want to
up-
move on.
Let's bring up
everyone
something
else is ready.
embarrassing like Amber's huge Stanley mug.
I hate
Oh my
Amber
gosh.
Showing off
because
Jeff.
like she's a
Oh,
dance
yeah.
mom.
She doesn't want everyone else,
I
all
have
both of
all
our
the
listeners
colors.
to
Just
know.
kidding. I really
that
don't.
she's-
It was a gift. I didn't buy it. But
So
it
you're
does
saying
keep
it's
myself-
coincidence that you chose the one that matches your outfit? That's
are you
ridiculous.
White
talking
matches
about?
everything.
So wait,
Trent,
so
I'm
wait.
trying to set this up
Oh, sorry.
really weird.
Amber's got
Except
one of
Phil.
these new Stanley mugs,
Not
and
new.
what I
This is
wanna
not- yeah.
what I wanna know is why these like there've been Stanley mugs for the last 100 years. Why are they such a craze
I
right now?
honestly don't know.
Do you know-
after
Yeah.
owning one?
Do you know what happened?
No, I don't know what happened.
So literally, like Stanley has been around forever.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Like Stanley is like a great backpacking outdoors
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Then, and I hate that we're associated with this, there was like a Utah influencer
Uh huh.
who found Stanley and put it in her like monthly basket and was like, oh my God, this is so convenient. It's got a handle. This straw's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And she had such like a pull. Stanley was like about to go under with those.
Oh,
They were
really?
going to get rid of them. all of a sudden there was this huge flux because all of these people on Instagram were like, shit, they're amazing. And it blew up. That is literally how those cups blew up.
Because of a Utah influencer.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Watch this
I
one.
mean, it
Utah
is
mom.
nice that this part fits in the cup holder.
There are convenient
will
things. I
say
do
that.
have one
Yeah.
next to my bed and next to my desk.
Okay, here comes Trent's confession.
And in my car.
They
and
are
in my
kind of
house.
I'm telling
huge.
you. But if you're just going to go,
And-
you have to drink 2 of those a day.
Whoa.
And then you got your...
Well, it
it's
depends on
40
how much you
36
weigh.
or 40 ounces. Like that's what you should drink in a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it.
But
I'm not-
now,
I thought you
now-
were drinking coffee or
Now the rest of
liquor.
the country is on the
No.
board, and Utah has moved past Stanley mugs, and they're like the Owala bottles are now big and they're not as popular in Utah as they were.
Yeah,
Well,
Utah
they're big
is
in California now,
bullshit.
too.
Do you want to see one of the greatest, in my opinion, this is like incredible advertising.
Or her under smile.
Shut up.
her
So
undersmile?
this, what she's saying is,
She
this lady, blah, blah, blah.
Thank
This
you.
lady's car caught on fire
Oh, yeah, I did see
with the
this.
Stanley mug in it. She picks
Wait.
it up right now and shakes it, and there's still ice in it.
I feel like that girl lit her car on fire. Then placed the Stanley mug in there and came back later. It's like,
Bought
It's
stock
like the-
in the
the-
company and
yeah,
then
the-
published
What is
the-
this that just popped up? Goat?
Sus
Sus? Vibing? What
listen,
was
we have
that?
goats in the backyard and
I
I
don't
do
know.
a
Hold
little
on.
bit of OnlyFans. They are adorable when stuck to a fence.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyway.
that's
bottom-
cool. I
just tried to
actually
do
didn't know
how many
that.
of these I can get in one single night. And it's going good.
Bottom line is, Stanley has done an unbelievable job of promoting lately. And it's really excelled them. far.
Some of those, like the Starbucks Stanleys, granted, retail is still whatever, $30 to $60, but some of them are going like the Beanie Babies, like several $100s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because they're now collector items.
And
Yeah.
people are
And they have different
like
colors.
do artwork on them and resell them for hundreds of dollars.
wow.
These are
They
dumb people buying
bedazzle
them.
Yes, the dumb people.
It is because you're just like there's not a single thing different about it versus a brand new black one, 2-year-old dented one.
Yeah, but that's like saying, oh, this canvas, you shouldn't sell it just because like there's art drawn on it. It's
Yeah,
the
Phil.
same price as a canvas.
Give it a test run.
It is no.
Okay,
You're
never
wrong.
mind.
See, I was saying earlier, I have a non-Stanley thermos that I
But
love.
is it the same? Like, is it a similar shape?
It's well, maybe
doing
it's probably
that.
about
You're
the
gonna
same
convince
size.
Phil.
It might be a little wider at top.
Feels
There's
like
no
don't look at it
handle
like
though.
that.
I think I like it.
Phil,
Yeah,
get
hold
on.
on.
But what I love about it is
My
you
Stanley
can
doesn't do that.
you can clip the thing on top and it won't spill at all.
Yeah.
Phil, I
Go ahead, Phil.
guarantee it's
Yeah.
smaller.
It won't do what?
It won't
Hold on.
spill. You know what I mean? Is that what this says? if you take the straw out of it and clip it down, it won't spill.
What
right?
about if you have 2 of them? Can you?
Yeah, give me your shake weight. There's so much moist
Perfect.
liquid in here.
What does that mean,
Sweaty
Jeff?
balls.
Trent, you human across from me, Phil. You are being made fun of sexually, very hardcore.
I'm not being made fun of.
Made of fun of.
He did some weird. My friends are at home and I'm happy to see them.
Guess how many tornadoes there were
Stanley.
this year?
wait, let me guess. 12.
12?
This year?
Yeah.
No.
Has it even been tornado season?
205.
I think that's part of the question.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I thought maybe it's just because.
Don't say the answer.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're building
Why?
up.
Okay.
12 and a half.
No, I'm not going to say the answer.
12 and a half.
I'm just going to say that I thought it was a lot because like all the YouTube videos.
You don't know
pop up.
the answer?
No, I do. I'm just telling you.
Oh.
The reason I brought this up because I thought it was going to be like
I know
record breaking.
There was at least 2 in Utah.
What?
So I'm gonna say
Tornadoes?
there's 30.
This year?
Yes.
What was her name?
There was like a spout in Utah, right? It was just like a little spout that kind of came
I
down.
guess what is the boundary between tornado? I don't know that.
I don't know, but I think
Okay, that was
I
going to be
know-
my next
It has to
question.
touch
Because, yeah.
Otherwise,
Is
it's
it an
a storm.
F3? Is it an F5?
Yeah, I think the Utah
What's
one was
considered-
like F0.
I like when you
Okay.
say spout.
Oh, it's such a fun game.
came
Super
down a little bit.
Nintendo.
That's fun.
Anyway, I thought it was going to be like record breaking, but apparently we're not even close because we've had like 22 so far this year. Oh, no, sorry. No, that's right. 22 tornadoes.
Mhm.
Okay, well, that's way
Um,
more than what you guys thought.
And we've only had
I said
5, 6, 7, 8,
220.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Oh, okay. So we've had 22 deaths from tornadoes.
That doesn't sound like
really?
enough.
1,
We
2,
should have
3,
way
4,
more than
5,
that.
6,
Yeah.
7.
That's like one tornado.
with roughly 15 tornadoes. So
I said
Whoa.
12.
Okay, all right.
here's all the tornado deaths clear back to 1995.
Whoa, what was that year?
That's Amber's thing just now.
So so that's 2011. We had 553 deaths.
Why?
I don't know, but
That sounds good.
but on average, it looks like we've had between like 30 and 50.
What year was that?
11.
Oh, so in 12 is when the tornado shot came out.
The vaccination.
The tornado
Thank
vaccine.
you. Yeah, that was
Probably.
Makes sense.
It's when
Makes
trailer
sense.
parks in Tornado Alley became illegal.
Yeah.
Tornado shot.
Anyway, you see these
Tornado vaccine.
you see these 3 right here in Oklahoma.
Uh-huh.
I drove right through there like 4 days before 2
Really?
of those happened.
Don't you think it'd be amazing to see one?
That's
Yes.
what Phil's saying.
That's my
Like,
dream.
Amazing.
I was hoping because they were like the day of the eclipse, they were like, oh, it's going to be cloudy. And they're like, and that night, big thunderstorms are coming in. We were like, that's going to be cool. Well, that didn't happen. And then later that night, they're like, tomorrow is a tornado warning all the way up through where you're driving, Phil. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to see tornadoes. And we didn't.
Phil,
So that was the end of my story.
the last thing that you should want to see is anything that you have to move quickly away from.
Well, I'm driving.
Have you seen the
No, I
video
don't-
of the man running from his life,
No.
for his life,
Oh my God.
away
that
from a
is
semi?
the greatest
This
video
is
ever.
you in about 3 years.
Yeah, you're going to be black.
The hate game starts now.
This is the hate game. This is the fact game.
Oh, isn't that what the hate game?
So, but you're missing
it
the
makes me
point.
feel good.
I want to be in the tornado. My family will be screaming at me.
You want to be
drive
in
away."
it?
I want to drive right in, like in Twister,
Oh,
and just
no.
like get tossed around a little bit and be like, "Wee, put your heads down, kids! Yeah!"
This
And my
is-
wife will be screaming me and hitting me.
Hold on, Phil.
And passing you fentanyl?
Yeah, fentanyl.
I didn't
That's
know
my
that.
dream.
I really
actually.
want to. I want to show Phil this.
I
Video
have it right
if
here.
He's never seen it. Okay,
Okay,
please.
show it to me. Put it up on the thing.
Mirror.
How do you guys both know what?
Oh, it's the greatest video of all time.
Oh,
it's a
it's a
documentary
Phil?
based
Okay.
on Phil. They could have got a better actor to play Phil.
I don't know how to. I feel like Phil right
Swipe
now.
down, and then screen mirroring.
I think it's because we built like a Faraday cage around this
I know
studio,
we really did.
so no
We're gonna
signals get in or out.
What keywords did you?
It's
you
actually
got
worked
it, you
out
got
well
it.
for me because
Yeah.
I just come up here when it's like alone time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no one can get a hold of you.
Oh my gosh!
This is
okay.
watch when
This
it
is
replays.
Phil
This
right
is
here.
Phil.
Oh, I saw
Oh
this.
my
I
goodness!
saw this earlier.
Run for your life!
He's even wearing the appropriate clothing.
That is Phil 100%.
Oh my god!
I like how he,
There's a tornado.
watch how he flips the sign around like, slow down! Slow down!
That guy can sit crisscross applesauce.
He probably can.
He can fish for hours. They're making a new Twister movie.
That
They
I was
are?
so I was
They're
going to bring that up
redoing it?
next. I was thinking there were so many tornadoes because of the movie, but
Freaking Helen Hunt just gets you every time.
You think
God's
Paramount
like,
has?
let me help you.
AI's bullshit. I'll give you the real deal.
You think Paramount has that kind of budget? They just take
give you-
harp and create some more.
they're like we gotta
gotta-
promote this.
Yeah, we're gonna have billboards on the edges of tornadoes.
exactly.
God's
No.
like free promotions.
No,
Yeah.
but Twister
You get
was
a
a good
tornado.
movie.
Oh, it's
You get it
so
Yeah.
good.
Twister is a good.
Yeah.
That's a classic.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Naven Cinemas. I missed that one. They just
Oh.
recently played it,
Oh,
and
they
I
did?
so would have gone.
I was just there today, actually.
This
Watching
weekend.
a movie?
Right next to it.
Oh,
There,
Oh,
I
I
rented
drove
the
down
studio
State
space. No, I was literally
you were buying a Papa John's pizza.
nope. Nope, none of those.
No, but
9427272.
but there's a new one coming out, and it's got what's his name, Zach
Galifianakis.
Efron. Zac
Efron's in it?
I think so. Is that
After
the guy?
he was just
With his box face?
Is that the
Oh,
guy that
was
played
rude.
Ted Bundy?
you calling his face a vagina?
No,
Yeah, he
I
did
said
play
a
Ted
box
Bundy.
face.
Yeah,
Does
we
that
heard
mean
you.
What did I
vagina-
say?
Yep.
It's
Is
called.
a box?
You've never
Yes,
heard
it
that
is.
term?
No, I haven't.
Yes, it is.
Oh wow.
Your box is a vagina is also.
Why do you think that the Box Trolls didn't do well? The kids show.
Okay. Well, thanks for educating me.
Phil
Phil.
is
I'm
so
glad
lost.
I'm glad that I wasn't the one that didn't know like some sexual
Wait,
thing.
you knew that too?
I think so. Only because
I
I
think
only
so.
only because I watched Bill Burr
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
and he told that story about how that girl
He told
came
that
up and
story.
flicked him, and he's like, I was gonna go back and flick her right in the
bean?
box. Yeah, in the box.
Box.
It's
In the
not Zach
box.
Galifianakis. It's not
It's
Zach
called a box.
Efron. It's this guy.
Why do you think I always shout
It's
out?
not
What's in
only-
the
Oh,
box?
You're-
What's in the box?
it's
Hey,
the
so
Top
Justin
Gun guy.
Timberlake
Box
sung
face.
it.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's not Zach Efron.
It's
That
my
says-
dick in a
He
box.
does have
Yeah.
a box face.
I was wrong. It's the Top Gun guy.
Oh,
That says Glenn
okay.
Powell literally right under it.
But it actually looks good. It looks like they're getting the good elements of the original movie, where it's like dark, scary scenes and people
Yeah.
flying away violently.
Typically, the remake is better. You're right.
yeah.
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 It's called Twisters.
Well, I bet.
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Z.
tricky.
All
So they're
the-
gonna have two Twisters instead of one to make
They
it
better
double
be
as
F5s.
good.
Yeah. They better all
I
be
do
in
And
like
F5s.
twins.
Aunt May better be in there.
They're
Why-
like, for the first time ever, 20 F5s are all heading to the
And
the
there's
same
sharks in
I
them.
thought that was
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
Why does
Sharknado.
Yeah, why does David Bourne look like Bill Murray?
He does.
You know what Bill Murray's kid coaches at UConn?
What's Yukon?
You're right. Wrong road.
it's a
Wrong audience.
My bad. That one was on me. You're right.
Sorry.
it's a car.
It's a national forest.
You're right. What's wrong with you?
GMC, Yukon. It's a truck.
We're learning so many things tonight.
About each other.
I love that you went that way. The YUKON is the UCONN, the Yukon.
Like the
Anyway, if you actually made it through this episode, we set out to attempt to fix America and somehow derailed pretty hard.
Yeah.
But
Somehow
we
made it worse.
We talked about
Somehow.
America getting fixed because they fixed part of a
snipped?
bridge.
Oh.
No, they just destroyed it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And what else? Some lady murdered her husband. So that's a little
guys,
better
The
for
Frankums
America.
again?
Yeah, I don't know why they always
You'd
come
think,
up.
but no.
Wait,
Wasn't the
who killed who?
Frankums.
Oh, you missed it.
It was the
Midway
couple
lady.
that
They
bought
missed
the
it, or
house
was they
in
not
I,
here?
Midway.
I actually think those jokes would have went over better with you here, because I was joking about how my wife fantasizes about killing me or Lorena Bobbitt-ing me. And
It's a verb.
Ting me.
yeah.
It's a verb.
Why would your wife fantasize about taking scissors
She just
to
thinks
your
it's,
penis?
she just thinks it's hilarious. She's
oh,
like,
it's funny as hell.
like when
But
we-
why would
She is-
she think?
when we
Choose
watched that
Yes. Ugh.
when we watched that Lorena Bobbitt documentary that came out recently, Crystal and I,
Okay.
She filled up a notebook of notes.
she was like, and it actually
Dear
was.
diary.
I don't think I would have noticed this without her being there, because she thought it was so hilarious that all the cops and everybody were like freaking out. They were like, we heard it got cut off, and we were like, we got to find that. We went out in the bushes. We're like, and he's like, and I brought it back to the guy. He's like, here, I found it
Yeah.
for you, buddy. He's like, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Crystal's just losing it the whole time. Like
Well,
they're
that
all
is
like,
funny.
they're like, this woman just got raped, but
Watch your
everybody
dick
is
pic.
freaking out about the penis.
I would
You
like
know what
my
I mean?
dick back if
Yeah.
someone cuts it off.
And so would all the other
Be a bro.
the male police officers
Yeah.
would too.
Yeah, they were
And all the
freaking
women
out.
police
Okay,
officers
but
were like,
why'd
just
she
forget
cut it
about
off?
Oh, you didn't watch it?
No,
I,
tell me.
I don't know if I should spoil it.
Hold on.
but
No. I'm.
If
You
she
know the
just would have
story,
been a
though.
good wife, then she wouldn't have had to cut it off.
You know
Oh my gosh.
you know the story.
What
You know who
was she
Lorena
wearing?
Bobbitt
no,
is.
the question was being asked on purpose as like,
He might have
Oh, you
been
were-
a
you
little
were-
bit of salty towards her.
Oh, okay. You know why. You were
Yes.
just okay. You're stating a very important part of the story.
We're still
is,
editing, right?
Which is that her husband was raping her continually,
yes.
and she finally
Was
had enough.
raping her?
Yeah.
Or was she not very fun?
Or did she forget the safe word?
I read the book and
That's my boy. That's my boy right there.
I read the book and I thought it was rapping her. Like
Yeah.
knocking on her forehead. I was like, what is the problem with this lady?
She's got a box.
Yeah, 'cause-
Oh,
Because-
finally she's in. Okay.
It's Christmas time.
because and arguably I was only like 12 when this whole story came out, but I remember thinking, man, that girl's nuts.
Yeah.
But nobody knew the whole story.
Back
It was
then,
like,
life was good. Women didn't have to have opinions and vote. We don't
Oh,
care
wow.
still.
and vote. Whoa.
We don't listen. It's
Lorena
gotten,
Bobbitt was
Has it
around.
gotten better since then or worse?
Lorena Bottle was
Way fucking worse.
in
For women?
1890.
1890 is
When
when
did
she
women
did it,
start-
and she took her 92
No, I'm saying
Corolla down the
women-
road.
Women started voting like in the
1890, you might be off by about 70 years.
not in Utah.
No, but I actually thought it was pretty powerful because
job, Phil.
toward the end they're like
Is Crystal in the car?
they're showing her at this news conference after she won and was acquitted because they tried to charge her with assault for cutting his penis off, and at the end she gets acquitted and she gets up in her news conference and she's like, "Let every man think twice before raping," and every man on earth was like,
Yeah.
so.
Go, Jeff.
While Trent's leaving, I'm going to shove this in his face. The right to vote for women in Utah. February 12th, 1870.
Oh, Trent.
Wait, are you
Just
giving
go.
up? We're ending.
Stink.
Just stay here for 30 seconds. We'll see you later, Trent. And see you later, listener.
Are we ending?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't have anything
None
else.
of your finishing is very spectacular, is it?
Oh.
I'll call
Well,
Crystal.
let me wind it down a little better. Just edit that part out. So, don't rape your wife or she will
Oh, so much
certainly
better.
cut your penis off. And this is American Fork.
Oh my God. That's how you're going to end this?
Let me try another one.
We'll have 3 beginnings, 3 endings.
Remember,
Remember, if you're missing your penis, check to see if you've been raping your wife. Is that a good one?
we're sorry, listener. We
I'm
know
not.
you came
Are you
here for some educated discussion about Donald
Sorry,
Trump.
Phil's grandma for talking about when you were a child.
Yeah,
Gosh, dang.
but
If you wake up
Sorry.
in the middle of the night and your dick's missing, why
call
don't you
Crystal.
Check
How
all
heavy
the
of a
boxes.
sleeper are
it
you
was
that
Crystal.
your girl can... actually, she did drug him.
Check
Ask
all
yourself, did
check-
you visit the Congo?
No, she didn't drug him. Did you say she drugged him?
I thought she drugged him.
He
like-
was
No,
asleep.
he was drunk like he always was
okay.
when he rapes her, and he raped her and then fell asleep on top of her, and she had like a nervous conniption. Pushed
Dude,
him
I'm
off, went
sorry.
and grabbed the kitchen knife.
Have at it.
A knife or scissors?
Wait, have it which part?
It was a knife.
Finish your sentence. Have it which part? The cutting off?
Yes.
No, I totally agree with that.
You know what the best? Wait. You know what's even better than that though?
Nothing.
Is he got like a penis
Enlargement.
reattachment,
And then did porn.
and then
Did
the
it
guy
work?
and then the guy was like, "I'm gonna make it even bigger," and apparently it like didn't work after that. And he went like on Howard Stern and all this stuff.
he
and,
did porn after that.
and then
Are
he
you
had to
serious?
Yeah.
He was like rewarded for this
get it.
situation?
Oh yeah, he was like a big celebrity. Howard Stern had like a
He was
big,
the victim for sure in
How-
like the beginning.
At the time, what
Yes.
Trent's saying, he was the victim. Everyone, I'm telling you, you got to look it up. Howard Stern threw this like big TV event thing like for him, and had all these strippers come on and
You
like
got a
dance
new
on him and
dick.
like to reward him. Like he was the hero of like all men everywhere. That's
on.
what was so messed up.
So they made his dick bigger, right?
They made it bigger. It
But
didn't
flaccid.
work, and then
You know what they call that?
he had to get it re-shrunk so that it would work.
You know
or
what they
something.
call that procedure? Add some dick to me?
Beagling.
No. He had an add some dick to me.
Oh.
Oh, good one.
I get
He
it.
needs to move to Provo
Oh, there you go.
because he wouldn't
So he
even
can do
just
some soap.
have
Yeah.
someone else
Just leave it there.
bounce for him.
Yeah.
I think it
Wow.
needs to be hard for that still. That's like pushing taffy.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
That's the new snorting. I like this.
I have a cold.
I haven't gone to
guys.
church for a long
No,
time, but I think I need to repent
I know this
like really
podcast.
soon.
After this episode,
Yeah.
you need
Hi,
to go
Mom.
back.
Do you have like olive oil? How does that work?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
definitely all.
Gotta be
oil.
extra virgin.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Why
went.
is it always called virgin with religious things? It can't just be like virgin, extra virgin.
Well, you can
That's the one we
probably
use.
just go look at the grocery store for that one.
Yeah, I don't know if extra virgin's religious.
Yeah, ask
he
the
said it
Italian.
has to be extra virgin.
Well, it was a joke, probably.
Well, that's
Yeah.
It might be a fucking joke.
You
but
heard of a joke?
that's what it's called. Extra
You
virgin
heard of
olive
a
oil.
joke?
See, I still need to repent.
Well, isn't virgin just mean that like you're missing something?
I feel like it should be intact. You haven't had something, I
It
believe, is
means
what it is.
It is void of
Like John
something.
Wayne Bobbitt, he was missing something. He was
Yeah, he
Get it?
became a virgin after that. Yeah. I think that's how it works.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an absurd one, but I highly recommend it. I can't remember what it's called on
Called
Netflix.
Jury Duty,
Jury Duty, Bobbitt.
featuring
Bob.
John
the
Q.
Hanson
Bobbitt.
story.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for joining us. Find us on our website that works now. I made a website.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Did you notice that it automatically updates the
Yeah, the
things
episode
based on what you
Good
do?
job.
So you can listen on the website.
Yeah,
now.
you can go to the website and listen to our episodes. You can subscribe, and you can go to Patreon, not on our website.
Why can't we make an OnlyFans? Like not like a dirty one, just like
Yeah,
why can't we
Isn't
do
that the porn
Have
thing?
some
It's not
subscribers.
always.
Oh.
No.
just 99.999999963%.
Just the people who make money on it. Yeah.
Oh, well, like what would we do? Would we like
4-7.
show our bellies during
No,
the
We would
podcast?
show us
No, it doesn't need to be
having
explicit.
fun, and we would only play the funny clips on
They
there.
would be able to
Oh.
see your hand gestures.
Oh, can we just do that on YouTube?
Yeah.
I guess, but you don't
For
get paid
free.
for it.
Yeah,
Well,
we could do it
yeah.
for free.
Or we can put it on Patreon.
.com/American Fork.
I don't know. Goodbye.
Hey girl, why don't you come get with me? Hey boy, why don't you come and